Peace and blessings, everyone. I just came from the grocery store, and as I was going through the line, uh, all the little caffeine products caught my eye. You know, the 5 Hour Energy and the Monster shots and all that stuff. And I just started thinking about the reason behind us taking them, needing them, utilizing them. Um, and wondering, what the truth is. Is it that we are working so hard, or so much harder than generations of the past, that we need the energy? Or is it that we are lazier and more out of shape? Um, and that we're only working as hard as the previous generations, but because we're lazier, we need to make up for that loss of energy because of our failing health. Um, or what? What is it? Because then, in either situation, whether we're only working as hard as, or we are working harder, um, the question remains as to what is exactly that we are accomplishing with all this so-called hard work. All these hours that we're putting in overtime, and nowadays it's not working 9 to 5. It's working 8 to 5 because they don't want to pay you for lunch. So you're working, the actual amount of time at work is more than the generations of the past. But what are we, like I said, what are we really accomplishing? Um, are we just working hard just to keep the status quo, um, to keep the same things as the past? What have we really improved? How have we improved our way of life here, specifically in the United States, and around the world as a whole? What have we done? There are still wars going on. There are still people suffering. Children still dying of starvation. Death, famine, disease, starvation is still going on. So the same as the past. So exactly what are we working hard to do? Or is it just hard, idle work? Are we just, um, what was that? What's that folk tale? Was it Greek about the guy who was punished, and so he had to roll a stone up a mountain continuously forever? Can't remember if it goes up and it falls back down or what. But I know you're talking about. I'll look it up and I'll put it up here somewhere. Um, or are we just working hard to dig a hole in the desert, in the sand, and it's just filling back in as we remove the sand? What exactly are we accomplishing? We're not working hard for truth. We're not working hard for righteousness for justice. So what exactly are we doing that we need to boost ourselves, give ourselves an extra boost? Take drugs, caffeine. Is caffeine a drug? Caffeine is a drug, right? Take things to give us more energy to do more work. Yet, nothing has changed. A couple weeks ago, my middle son was expressing his disinterest in attending high school and his wondering the need for high school, because he felt, we're just learning the same things that we learned in elementary school. It's just a continuation of learning the same thing. Um, and then he started to question, the need for learning the subject of history, because he said we're not going to use it, when we get a job. It doesn't matter what somebody did in history. We're not going to use it. And so my daughter, who is a junior high school, she said, well, we got to learn history so that, that we learn from it and don't repeat the same mistakes as the past. And so I said, it makes you wonder, are we learning? from the past. Because once again, everything is the same. That's the past. What has changed? What has changed? God bless everyone. Peace and love.